What is Choro? Just a musical style? A way of life? Classical music? Groove Brazilian dance music? Actually, it's all of that. But to give a more clear definition, Choro is a Brazilian mix of European dances and African rhythms, which developed from the end of the 19th century until now. Together with the teachers of EPM, we'll try to give you an idea of what Choro music sounds like. Let's take a look at its history. The history of Choro starts in the 19th century. The Brazilian population consisted of natives, Europeans, and Africans. Music was played in saloons, cinemas, dance parties, and bars. The European immigrants mostly played folk music, like modinhas and dances. The African population brought their traditional rhythms like the lundu and capoeira. During the second half of the 19th century, Brazil became a melting pot of music. Classical music and African rhythms? How would that sound? In reality, it sounds different. Musicians like the flute player Joaquim Calado and pianists like Chiquinha Gonzaga and Ernesto Nazaré were influenced by the African rhythms in their compositions. The European polka turned into a more rhythmical style. The Brazilian polka was born. The popular instruments used were flute, cavaquinho, piano, and guitar. The groups and the place where they played their European dances were called Choro, which later would be used as the genre's name. In the early 20s, also big bands and orchestras started playing Choro. Out of the European polka, a new dance and rhythm style was born, the machixe. With the arrival of records, microphones, amps, and the radio, a new phase in music history starts. Soloists, like bandolin players and singers, were not anymore dependent on their own acoustic volume to be heard. The samba was born, with its first recording with vocals in 1917. Here you can hear instrumental samba of Jacó do Bandolim. In the radio's golden age, from 1930 to 1945, the Choro players were very requested on radio stations to perform and to accompany singers. In this rich scenery, a new group of composers and arrangers emerged, like Pixinguinha. We are listening to Carinhoso, one of the most famous choros in the world. Besides choro, samba and folk music, classical music was still played in Brazil. Now choro had its influence on classical music, which you can hear in the compositions of Radamés Inátali and Heitor Villa-Lobos. Nowadays, like most music genres, choro is influenced by many music styles. It is played all over the world, on all continents, and each country gives its own accent to choro. The best place to learn to play choro is in a roda, a jam session with the musicians sitting in a circle. These take place in gardens, bars, houses, and clubs do choro. But you also can go to a school, like Escola Portátil de Música in Rio de Janeiro, Escola de Choro Rafael Rabelo in Brasília, or in one of the many clubs do choro around the world. The first European choro school was founded in the Netherlands, Rotterdam, 2012. It is a branch of the EPM Rio. After more than 150 years, the European dances came back to Europe with a Brazilian flavor.
Moro lá em Utrecht, se eu perder esse trem